work.
Whoa. Damn, girl. Whew. I hope, what I'm hoping is that in this dress, there's gonna be an illustration with me in this dress and Damien coming along and holding out his arm for me. I want there to be an illustration of that. I need that as a thumbnail. That needs to happen.
As soon as I opened the door to the hall, I watched as Naomi's and Suzu's faces turned from smiles to complete awestruck stares. What?
Dude, you look hot.
Thank you, Suzu.
Yeah, you look amazing. Where did you get that dress?
I've had it for a while. I just never had a chance to wear it. I figured I might as well bring it out now.
Oh, yes. There are my boys. You all look fabulous. I am very proud of each and every one of you. Although I am concerned as to why Sam and James have pocket squares and none of the rest of you do. I'm just saying, if you are my servants, you all need to have pocket squares, or you all need not to have pocket squares. Okay? Eric, you look amazing. Oh my gosh. Men in suits. Okay. Okay.
I stepped out of my room and closed my bedroom door behind me. As I walked down the hall to the grand lobby, the incubi stood waiting for me at the bottom, all dressed to the nines as proper servants.
Whoa! They really know how to dress well, don't they?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I was slightly taken aback on how great the boys looked in uniform. Each had the poise of a perfect gentleman. Even Sam.
I love this game. Okay.
I slowly began to climb down the steps with Suzu and Naomi behind me. The boys watched as I descended the staircase one step at a time, like knights waiting for their princess. I felt my face slightly flush, but I quickly shook my head to try and regain my thoughts. As I reached the last step, James offered his hand out to me and walked me down that final step, smiling.
As beautiful as a princess, miss.
You know, at first I was thinking this housewarming party is going to be ridiculous, but I love it. All good things. You guys need to play this game. It's free on Steam. Go play this game. Now, they have guys in suits.
Thank you.
So, are you prepared for tonight?
That really depends on what all tonight entails.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. What if I fuck up? No, I need to save. No. I don't want to fuck up.
To be honest, no. Yes, I'm ready. As ready as I'll ever be.
Yeah, I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be, if we're going to be honest on this one. Because I want to get the right answer to be on Damien's route, but at the same time, I feel like, if we're going to be real honest, I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
I couldn't deny that I was nervous, but I had to try. This party was more than what it seemed, and I had done all that I could to prepare for it. Now it was all up to fate. The other boys smiled assuringly at me, which made me feel a little better about everything. I looked at my phone and marked the time. Almost right on cue, the doorbell rang. I gulped. There was no bumpity-bumpity. Apparently I fucked up. I could practically feel my dad's aura from behind the door. Why this? Oh, okay. Sam and Eric quickly rushed to the door and opened the double doors wide to reveal my parents, both dressed in their best. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad.
Oh my, I didn't know your bequeathment came with servants.
Funny story. It did.
It was probably overlooked. Besides, who would deny good service?
I was completely shocked.
My parents didn't question the boys. They didn't ask for verification or anything. They just went with it. Awesome. Score 1 for the Incubi team. I looked at the boys and noticed Sam and Eric staring intently at my parents. Were they using their powers on them? They had to be. There was no way they'd be okay with this otherwise.
I guess the servants counted as belongings to the
Yep.
house.
Yep.
My mother quickly rushed me and gave me a large hug. I hugged her back, inhaling her perfume. It had only been a couple days, but living away from the ones who raised me was hard. My mother soon let me go and looked at my outfit.
Gorgeous. You look so lovely. David, look at your daughter and tell her I'm right.
Yeah, Dad. Tell me I look beautiful.
I looked to my dad, who was looking around the lobby like an inspector. I stood my ground waiting for him to look at me. When he did, he let a small smile grace his lips.
Your mother's right. You look like you're all grown up.
We got the thumbs up from Poppy. We don't need any more of these incubi boys. We no longer have we no longer have daddy issues. That's it. We're all done. That's enough. This is all a clever ruse just to get the thumbs up from Poppy.
The world around me stopped as my heart pounded hard in my chest. Did my dad just compliment me? On his own accord? My mother was grinning ear to ear at his words. I was beyond speechless.
Here we go.
Thank you, Daddy.
I might need some water. Okay.
However, his cold face quickly returned as he began to look around once again.
I assume that you're ready, then, to impress the rest of the guests, correct?
I knew it. I knew you would be a douche again. I felt it. Damn it. Why can't you just be supportive of your daughter?
What do you mean?
The entire board from Anderson Toys is coming tonight. Even the vice chairman's son will be coming. All of them will be measuring your potential.
My potential.
To become CEO of the company.
I knew it. Something was off about tonight and how now this party had become much more than I anticipated. I gulped silently, but I nodded in response. I looked to the incubi, but they were continuing to be servants for my father's approval. I looked behind me and saw Naomi and Suzu raise their thumbs at me for encouragement. I let out a small breath before feeling my body accept the situation. I felt a weight in my gut, but I had to hide it. As if time zoomed forward, all of a sudden, the main hall of the lobby was full of guests. Men and women in formal or business attire showed up to me and see my new home. I didn't expect many to come, but I was once again surprised that night. I shook hands with many officials and executive members, putting on the professional face my dad trained me to have. I felt overwhelmed, but I hid it well behind a small smile and a handshake. Many even asked me questions. I tried my best to reply as maturely as possible. I had to remember, say what they want to hear, not what you want to say.
So, how do you feel living on your own at such a young age?
Actually, ma'am, it feels amazing. I get to masturbate all I want. Or I would, if these fucking incubi would leave me alone. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh.
I'm so sorry about your grandfather passing away. It really hit all of us hard.
Was there a time limit? Thank you for your condolences.
Do you have college plans?
Oh shit. Yes, I do. I felt like the questions came up one after another. It was tough to answer some of them because they weren't about me. They were about the company.
What do you think will happen with the company now that your grandfather has passed?
Shit. Don't ask me, I have no freaking clue.
What do you think of the philanthropic policy the company has?
The what? Yeah.
Do you think the company should expand from just toys?
Shit. Why are you all asking this? It's a possibility. Oh, Lord. Eventually, the questions stopped and I was back to being by myself. Naomi and Suzu were mingling in the crowd and the incubi were doing their jobs. So I was all alone in a room full of strangers. It was unnerving to think about, but at least I wasn't being questioned left and right anymore.
You know what I want? You know what I really need after that intense questioning? I want... Here's what I want. I want to just chill out with wine and cheese after this party. You know, high heels off, still in my dress, wine and cheese, with the guys just joking and laughing about how stupid everything in this housewarming party is. Like, with Eric just being like, there were so many lovely faces, and Sam just being like, oh, they kept asking me for things, and there was this one guy who was so stupid, and I would like that. I would like that very much.
Suddenly, though, my mom pushed her way through the crowd to me, bringing along someone I didn't know. Oh, fuck.
Honey, I'd like to introduce you to someone. This kind gentleman is the son of the vice chairman.
Alright, so I'm assuming that this is the guy that they're going to try to pair me to, and I'm going to be like, nope. Here we go. Alright, you look like you have a nice personality, but, okay.
With my mother stood a man who looked only a couple of years older than me. He smiled and held out his hand to me, silently asking for my hand.
Hi, I'm Andrew Lewis. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Anderson.
Hey, Andrew. Gonna be honest, I don't know how I feel about you. You might grow on me in time, but for now, I think... nah. I'm thinking nah.
This is what you're expected to do. You have to do it. As I placed my hand in his, he raised it to his lips and kissed my knuckles. I felt my face burn slightly at the gesture. Andrew smiled at me before releasing my hand.
I'm honored to be invited here.
As you fucking should be.
My mother smiled at both of us, which made me slightly concerned. Why was she excited to introduce me to Andrew?
Why do you think? You were being paired off, shipped. This is the guy they're expecting to take over you for head of the company because he's the vice chairman's son. That's what they want.
So, you organized this party very well, Miss Anderson. You're welcome. Praise is very much deserved.
Andrew then chuckled nervously, bringing a soft fist to his lips to cover his laugh properly before smiling at me.
I'm sorry if I seem a little forward. I've just been excited to meet Harold Anderson's granddaughter.
Oh, I hate this situation. Why?
He used to talk about you all the time in the office on how you helped him refine his toys. I only attended meetings and heard all of the stories. You helped a lot with the success of the company without having to actually work there.
Oh, no. No. Don't make me like you, boy. Get out.
Oh, wow. I didn't know he talked about me. That would explain everyone's fascination with me and their rather personal questions. I looked to Andrew, who had a kind face to me. Something about him seemed off, and I didn't know what it was. He seemed to be hiding something. Whether it was good or bad, I was not able to find out.
Oh, dude, don't tell me the engagement's already planned. No. 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 Oh, no. No. No.
I felt someone walk up beside me, causing me to turn to them. Next to me was my dad, giving his cold stare to Andrew, who suddenly became tense.
Okay, so it's not planned, but it's heavily implied.
So, you're Jared's son.
Oh yeah, that's right, the vice president got the company. Andrew's body twitched slightly. Whether it was fear or insult, Andrew locked eyes with my father. I couldn't help but feel the tension between them. It irked me how fragile the air had become, enough to break at the wrong word.
You're the one who wants to be the next CEO of the Anderson Company.
Oh, he said it. Why did you say that?
Well...
Well? That's not the appropriate response. I stared at Andrew. This guy wanted to be my grandfather's place as CEO? I thought the vice chairman wanted that position.
David, leave the poor boy alone.
I'm merely testing the boy's conversational skills. Nothing wrong with that.
Of course not, sir.
Good. Good boy. Get out.
And polite as well. Interesting.
If you'll excuse me.
Alright, so I see how it is. I see how it is. He's like, no, you gotta do this on your own. It's gotta be an Anderson family toy company. You gotta be a nun, and you gotta commit yourself to this. But I also want you to kind of have children. So, but they must be under the Anderson family name, so you gotta keep your maiden name. Or something.
And Mom's like, no, marry this kid. Marry this kid who's already got well ties to the company, please. So, quickly, Andrew retreated away from my family into the crowd of people.
Stay put. I don't want any of that. I'm not having it.
I watched as he disappeared into the crowd towards the back of the house. I was worried, but I gave him his space. He obviously needed it.
Peh. He's not CEO material.
That's because you practically interrogated the young man.
A little questioning shouldn't have bothered him. He's obviously not ready for any title in our company.
He was in front of a pretty girl. Why would you ask any guy any sort of questions when he's in front of a pretty girl? I bit my tongue. I didn't want to make a scene with my dad. One wrong word and he'd lecture me in front of everyone. That was not something that I wanted at my housewarming party. I let out a sigh before looking at the clock. It was getting close to midnight, meaning that the party would end soon. I lowered my gaze out the window and saw a limo pull up. Huh? Whose limo is that?
Oh, that must be Lewis's car.
I'll go get him. Stay with your father so you can escort your guests out together.
Yes, Mom.
You did good tonight. I'm proud.
He's proud of me. He's proud of me. Ah!
It's not like you had to do any work.
Fuck you, Sam. I had to do a lot of work.
Ho ho ho! It didn't take long to find you little shit.
No. No. That. Ugh. I'm too emotionally invested in this to stop, otherwise I would. Ah.